Mock. John Jock.
Okay.
Jacob John Justin.
So we have talked about yesterday. We started with kingdoms. Okay, if we're on page, if you go ahead and look at page 21, what are the 5 different kingdoms that we talked about a little bit yesterday? Okay, Animalia or animals. What else?
Phyla? Was that one?
No.
That wasn't?
Animals is one.
Oh, okay. I know.
What's another one?
Wow.
Plantae or plants. Okay.
Wow.
Monera.
The Monera, which would be bacteria and blue-green algae.
What slide are we on?
Fungi.
The fungi, mushrooms, another fungus, and then protista, which are the paramecia or the amoebas. Okay, little tiny bacteria. Okay, we talked about kingdoms. Then we went to the phylum, or the phyla, like you said. And we said the Animalia can be divided into 27 different phylas. We talked about arthropodas, which would be kind of like with the exoskeletons like spiders. Another one were the mollusca, or the mollusks, or they're protected by hard shells like starfish. We also talked about the notochord, or the chordata, which is another phylum, which would be animals that have pretty much a spinal cord. Yes, a backbone. Okay, then we talked about some classes then. We said the phylum can then be broken or subdivided into classes, which the vertebrata would be ones that have a backbone. And we talked about amphibians, reptiles, aves, or mammalia. Now we're breaking the mammalia down into an actual order here. So it says class Mammalia has 18 different orders. All right? Let's see. These groups are called orders. Yes, we talked about that. Class Mammalia contains 18 different orders, including primates, to which humans belong. Cattle, goats, sheep, and pigs belong to the order, what does it say? They have an even number of toes, which would be our livestock that we will be talking about. Artiodactyla is how we'll say that. Artiodactyla. And then within this order are 3 suborders. Suiformis includes pigs and hippopotamuses. Okay? So pigs and hippos, I guess, are kind of related. Tylopoda includes camels and llamas. And then Ruminatia include deer, cattle, sheep, and goats. Ruminatia, a common characteristic. Somebody read the bottom of page 22.
We'll have books.
You should have got one.
I wasn't in.
Carefully go get one quietly. And then somebody is going to read bottom of 22. The Ruminatia. What are they? Not the Illuminati, no. The Ruminatia. And what do they have in common? Yeah. Go ahead. Good luck. Triple. Okay, you got it? Somebody got that? Bottom? Bottom of page 22, go common. Listen up to what is the order, suborder, we're down here now, of the Ruminatia. What do they have in common?
Illuminati.
You want me to start reading?
Yeah, go ahead.
Common characteristics of animals in the suborder Ruminata are that they chew a cud that have several compartments to their digestive system, which allows them to eat grass, hay, and other
Roughages, like alfalfa grass is great. Nice job. Okay, so Ruminatia, the suborder, Ruminatia, which include cattle, deer, goats, sheep, all have their ruminant stomach, okay, meaning that they have, well, you can either say it one stomach, 4 compartments, or 4 different stomachs, because technically they could be 4 stomachs acting, but I like to say 1 stomach, 4 compartments, and they act kind of different ways. They chew cud, so they regurgitate and then they chew their cud. Horses and donkeys have only 1 toe or hoof and belong to the order Perissodactyla. Also in the order would be zebras, tapirs, and rhinoceroses. Okay, so pigs and hippos. Feet kind of are the same. So after we break it down from orders, we can then, let's see here. We can then go, this is the Artiodactyla, which we say are, that's all the classes of the or the orders of that we had the pigs, the sheep, and all that is, but then there's the suborders that go down. You can see it's because the Artiodactyla is saying they have an even number of toes. All right,
Which
on
one?
each side. So they have 4, 4, and 2. All right, order here. We talked about this here. Pigs and hippos are in the same suborder. Camels and llamas are in the same suborder. And then deer, cattle, sheep are also in the same suborder. And it deals with different characteristics, again, that they have in common. And same with horses and donkeys. They have some other characteristics in common. So, kingdom, phylum, class, order. We got family, genus, and species. Ruminatia. Think of ruminant. There's ruminant and non-ruminant. Or there's polygastric or monogastric. Monogastric would be a non-ruminant. Polygastric, many stomachs, would be a ruminant animal. Humans, what are we? We are mammalia. Great. We got broken down into the order of a primate, right?
We're pissed with it.
But what are we in terms of stomach? Do we have the same type of stomach as a cow?
No.
Can Patrick just go out with his cow and just start eating hay with it? Well, you
If
probably
you wanted
could. You could. But is your stomach going to digest it the same way?
No.
No. We don't have little microbes inside. He'll be in the bathroom for most of the day. But, so that is the characteristics here. Okay? And this was the horses right here. Perissodactyla. And they don't have an even number, they have an odd number of toes, but they're normally more in the hoof. Okay? Okay, so we go kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus. So we're on family here. So orders now are broken down into different families. So we'll go down to our different ones for our agricultural animals that we're talking about. It says at this point in the classification system, the characteristics of animals that are grouped together begin to narrow, and the animals have much more in common. Still, there is considerable differences between a cow and a deer, both which belong to the suborder Ruminatia, and between a rhino and a horse. Orders and suborders are broken down further into families. Each order and suborder contains many families. The suborder Ruminatia is divided into 5 different families. So remember, what do all of these then have in common? They all have in common that they are ruminant animals that have different compartments here. But now they can be broken down into these different suborders or suborders of the families here. So, Cervidae would be deer, elk, and moose. Moose, elk, deer, they kind of are similar characteristics there. Antilopinae, antelopes.
Really?
Tragulidae, certain goats. Giraffidae, giraffes. And then bovidae, which I guess is what we kind of would talk about as an agricultural animal, more is what we're talking about. Bovine would be cattle, buffalo, or domestic goats. So now we have goats and cattle are kind of in the same family. Now, would pigs be in the same family as this right here?
No.
No, because they're not even in the same order as them because of the stomachs. Okay? So now we're breaking these down here into a little bit more. After the family, after you break them down that way, then you break them down into genus and species. And this is what Linnaeus, we talked about yesterday, he actually wanted the scientific names to then be used as the genus and the species, which is a 2-part binomial nomenclature means, well, bi, 2 names, right? Bi and then nomial are 2 names, which is, again, the genus and the species. Final categories. So, if you look down on figure, let's see, do I have that coming up? No, I do not. If you look down on figure 2.3 there, okay? you can definitely see that a lot of our animals do actually kind of have the same until it talks about the order. Then they really start going down. So, Tommy, you got a book there? What would you say the family of the domestic pig would be?
Suidae.
Suidae. And we said cattle would be
Bovidae.
Bovidae. Alright? What about the horses?
Equidae.
Okay. And what about sheep?
Bovidae.
Okay. Sheep, and it said goats also would be in that area. And let's go break it down to the genus. What would the sheep genus be, Tommy?
Ovis.
Ovis. And then it just keeps going down, like it says. So genus and species. So if we're using Linnaeus here, okay, and he talked about the genus and the species here, 2 parts, what would the scientific name, Remy, you got your book open there? Okay, tell me what the scientific name of a chicken is then. For the genus and species. Look right here on the bottom of 2-3.
Gallus.
Chickens would be what? If you're just looking at, right? Linnaeus had the genus and the species. What would it be?
Domesticus.
Okay, what was the first one? So we're going to go genus and then the species.
Seduce humans or cats.
So just say both of those. Say the
Gallus
genus first.
domesticus.
Okay, Gallus domesticus. That would be the genus and species of a chicken.
Oh.
Alright? You got that? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That would be the scientific name. Let's see, Jeremiah, what do you got for cattle? Now this one we said yesterday.
Oh, that's like the
Bos
Bos indicus.
and
Taurus.
Bos Taurus, right? Okay, and those actually deal like it says here. European cattle would be the Taurus, and India cattle would be Indicus. And we'll look at a breed of cattle today that would be the Bos Indicus. And I have him actually back there, and we'll do a little deal with the Brahmin breed of cattle too in the next chapter. Actually, go ahead, flip to page 26. Real quick in your book. Page 26. The figure 2-6 on the very top left. That would be a Bos Indicus cow. And what are some characteristics of him? Yeah, there's a big hump on him.
Ears.
That hump is, oh, he has big floppy ears, right?
His neck thing.
Yeah, he has a really big brisket area as well.
Floppy.
Some other things about this Brahmin bull is that they're disease, or well, a lot of times they're disease or heat resistant, meaning that, yeah, they might be, because you see a lot of these bulls or crossbred bulls are used for rodeos. But they actually can repel heat a lot better and live on little. Whereas a European cattle, if you look right down below that, the Santa Gertrudis there, it is a Brahmin breed, but that shorthorn that we talked about yesterday would be more of the Bos Taurus, as in different characteristics of the European cattle. Okay, there's the Brahmin breed, and we talked about that there. All right, here's what I want you to do right now. There's just a couple different things that you need to do with this. We're going to kind of split this one up in just a little bit of... Alright. Take this bad boy here. What I would like you to do, we're going to read through the background first, and then we'll go through it here. Alright, it says you use... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's this one. You use classification systems in everyday life. You are constantly being classified as well. For example, you are in a school grade based on common characteristics, age, and ability. Other examples are clubs, where you probably are classifying yourself by common interest in the telephone book listing, where you're categorized by last name and first name. Animals and all other living things in the world have also been identified, grouped, and classified in an attempt to be more effectively studied and communicated about them. Plants, animals, and other organisms are classified or grouped together by the characteristics they have in common, which is what you're going to do in a second. Animals are given names according to a scientific classification system. The system was developed by the Swedish botanist. So this guy, again, Linnaeus studied plants a lot more, but he also wanted to help classify a lot of other organisms as well. According to similar characteristics, Linnaeus used the two Latin names for identifying each individual organism. The first being the genus, and the second being the species. In this laboratory exercise, you will identify the common characteristics and differences in selected animals. So go ahead and turn the page there. What you will do, the result and discussion here. Well, let's look at procedures first. It says you need to observe the cow, beef, chicken, and pig in table 2.1 in the results and discussion section. Complete the table by listing all the similarities in the animals. Then you need to go back to table 2.1.2 and list characteristics that put each animal pictured in a distinctive subgroup. So go ahead, flip the page, quick to page 8. What I would also like you to do on this part right up here is I also want you to write the scientific name. This would be more of a European influenced cow. Just highlight that. I want you to go ahead and also write the scientific name above the cow, pig, bee, and chicken. And you can find that scientific name on the graph on page.
23.
What did you say?
23.
Yeah, bottom of 23. Okay, so scientific name again is just the genus and species. So go ahead and start looking and going through the similarities of a cow and a pig, and then a bee and a chicken. Okay?
Cow.
So go ahead and write the scientific name, the genus and the species above the cow, and then above the pig, and then above the bee and the chicken.
So now we just list similarities.
Yeah, so then it says go ahead and list what are the similarities between the cow and the pig, and then what are the similarities between a bee and a chicken.
Why not?
Because the species are never capitalized.
But maybe I won't.
Okay, so now you need to go ahead and list what are the similarities of a cow and a pig, and then a chicken and a honeybee.
Oh, you mean like
Just go with physical appearance.
that's just what I've been doing, is that right?
Yeah, that's yeah. You could say both. Yeah, animals are both mammals too. Yeah, that's good. And then think about some other physical characteristics of them. Okay. Yes. What else do they have in common though? This one may not do it as good as this one, but they can also do it. What do these couple do?
I mean, I guess not him because she looks like
Wings normally help into what? Okay.
Yeah, the
So
ears.
there you go. Well, chickens can still fly. They just don't fly as good. They just can't. They don't stay up as long. But that is something they can go still do. What else do they have in common? They both do what? They both have a head. Okay. Do they have live birth?
No.
What do they both do? Okay. And you can think about that one. Think about birth. Yeah, that'd be a difference there. Okay, 4 legs, that's good. Yeah, live birth. they also probably have a. And then how about their? Okay. Now once you get done with the similarities, then you go ahead and turn it to the back page, where you're going to write down distinguishing characteristics of each of those animals.
What do you mean?
They do.
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean distinguishing?
Yeah, and I just go distinguishing characteristics.
You got that mean.
So what a distinguishing characteristic of a pig is that they have a snout.
Oh,
I don't know what it's like.
A distinguishing characteristic of a bee would be that they have
tentacle.
Or not
6 legs. They have antennas.
I'm still
Yeah,
similarities.
That's fine.
Tentacles.
How many do we need?
So like
Couple. Okay.
4 legs.
but I didn't know what that was called. I put online
Because they both do that.
Yes. They like
You got distinguishing characteristics? Okay. So go right there. Nice. Ooh.
We have to do on the back.
All done.
What's this called?
Well, you could say that they have 3 parts to their body.
I know it's.
Head, abdomen, thorax.
What's the thing on the chicken called?
What is it?
Oh, are you talking about the,
The flop of the
Yeah.
door.
No.
yeah.
The novel?
Pretty much what it would be.
The novel?
I put. No, that's not it.
With the gobble.
Will you specify if that's a rooster or not?
I don't think it is.
So then I can't put that on.
I
Yeah,
would tell
it
you.
does. It has.
It ain't got them big long.
What happened?
Another characteristic is that they have a
That's so
foot,
sexist.
2 legs.
Yeah.
right?
I
They
put
walk
that
on
on
2 legs.
I'm sorry.
There's a term for that, and I forgot what that's called. Walk on 2 legs.
I don't know.
Feet, novel, right?
Are these?
Honeybees also do what?
Are these asexual?
Yeah, they produce honey.
No. Wait, that's a queen bee.
She has the long ones. Yeah, they are.
Okay, once you get done
Are
with
bees
this,
asexual?
What?
Are bees asexual?
no,
Oh shoot.
they go through. No, they sexually reproduce.
What's a pig?
But I will tell you one distinguishable characteristic is that
They have
male
problems.
honeybees come from unfertilized eggs.
You can eat
Pepperoni.
them.
Yeah, just think about that for a little bit. It'll blow your mind.
You can eat out of
Yeah.
That male honeybees come from unfertilized eggs.
Can't do
Crazy.
that with pigs, dude.
Bacon. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, when you get done with those, then go back to the results and discussion and go ahead and finish 1 through 4.
What else do you love?
Oh, goat meat's good too.
It's pretty decent.
Pig, or, well, pig, anything from
Do you
pigs.
need teeth?
Clearly.
Pig tongue. Do you
Pig
get
tongue.
Pig tongue.
Well, I don't know about that.
Pig eyeball, pig brain.
I'm just gonna stick to the pork
Pig
chops.
hoof.
Pig nose.
Bacon.
Pig nose.
Pig
tail.
Okay, once you get done with those,
Do you have
Remy,
pig?
go ahead
No,
and
but
get
my
one
dog
back to
has.
7.
Ah.
When you get done with those, you go ahead and answer those 4, well, these 3 questions.
Can I put
Okay.
Talons.
big?
There's only 3 questions there that you have to.
Can I describe them with their
Describe what?
male
Noises.
parts?
He wants to describe them by
That's
their gender.
distinguishing them.
It could be.
Alright.
Like where they're placed or where they're at.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
Yeah, the testicles on the pig are in a
Do I
weird
have to
spot.
list all the similarities?
It's like before
Yeah.
No, you've already done number 4.
Like, yeah, I can see that.
Is it to help them walk or something? They can't walk when they're in thing.
Yeah, I never have.
You've already done number 4.
Homo sapien.
Wash your face.
Jeez. You didn't get it. Ooh. I'm drawing you a nice chicken with cloaca. With the cloaca.
That's what I do.
You draw chickens with cloaca.
I did it several times.
Wait, we got more to know?
Hurry up and bomb me.
Oh.
Hey, what is this for?
Bomb me.
Oh,
Are we drawing pictures?
No.
Oh, dang.
We're
You
building
Rob,
something
I
again.
guess you. Maybe.
We're building something again.
Nope.
I returned his zip.
Yes. When you are done with those, I will come around and pick them up.
We fill out these questions.
Yes.
Yes, go 1 through 3. Fill those out.
Why not 4?
Why am I confused?
What does number 2 mean?
Number 2. List
Hey, you bad person.
the types of classifications that you have
Hey,
been
give
put
it
in.
back.
So what are some things that you could put into? Well, like, what grade are you in? Grade
11.
classification.
Wait,
What's another classification?
You're a girl.
I'm a male.
I'm a girl.
are you?
Yeah, that would be my classification.
Well, I mean, Jay into hey.
Oh, can't use that word
You don't have to put. I mean, you don't have to put any of that if you don't want to. But
Did you just assume my gender?
no, I did not. I just said,
I'm a male.
said what I was.
Body size.
You.
You are how tall?
11 feet tall.
Mr. Nooks.
Yep.
I just spoke.
Okay. Tonka. Oh, thank you.
God.
Oh, are we mailing stuff?
We're getting there.
I'm not mailing.
He just wants our addresses so we can stalk us.
Hey, so
Huh?
we have an FFA meeting in the morning. So
Yeah, 7:15.
Why
Hey,
is it
when will
7:15? I don't
that
know
be
if
over? I need to go and correct the test.
7:15.
It'll be over by 8.
That's like when I wake up.
Can I
Thank you.
get out at 7:45? So I can-
Yeah.
You done? Are you done?
Sit down.
Try your chest.
I might be. Yeah, I gotta
You
go
done?
early too.
Okay. You done?
No.
I think so. I believe so.
Did you do 1 through 3?
No,
No.
he didn't. I did
No.
not.
Ah.
Don't worry, Colton. I'll help you.
I have a lot of
Homo
energy.
sapien.
Good? Okay.
I'm live.
I want this book.
Homo sapien. Sape.
There we go.
And,
I got it.
Sure.
Oh, don't worry.
and
Up.
yes.
Okay.
Oh. Mr. Dukes, why do you have such a large book?
Yeah.
What?
She nuts.
1994? Electronic test site.
You have got to write nuts.
You done? Per.
Alright,
Finish
her.
Oh my
You gotta write
god.
species.
Like perfect?
Yeah,
You know?
I know, but I've never heard an adult say that. That's weird.
I can't believe Davidson has never said the F word.
I know.
No, I didn't say that.
No, Miss Davidson has never said it in her entire life.
Good for her.
Or that's
you?
what she wants you to say.
Knowing him.
Have you ever said it in your whole life?
Mr. Dukes, this
Don't
book
lie.
was printed
Can't
April
lie.
15, 1994.
Right.
What?
April 15, 1991.
Alright. Okay. We are gonna conclude with a couple more notes here. Because I want to get into the breed associations here. So, go ahead and turn to page 24.
I'm on page 15.
So, we are going to hit on the objective of talking about, let's see where we at. Explain the purposes of breed associations and also outline the classification, or explain how breeds of livestock were developed. We're going to look at those two right now.
24?
Yes. Tommy, read the first paragraph for us. Actually, read that first. Can you read that first section for us there?
Centauri.
No.
Oh, I'm in the wrong book.
Jeez. There we go. Read those two right there for us.
That's a lot.
Top of 24. Come on.
Species of
Top of
animals
24.
have many differences. For instance, a Great Dane and a Poodle are both classified as Canis familiaris.
Nice.
Just think of all the difference between these two breeds of dog. Breeds of agriculture animals can show almost as much difference within the species. Color pattern, size, horned or polled, and country of origin all can be characteristics used to distinguish different breeds of cattle. A breed of animal is defined as a group of animals with a common ancestry and common characteristics that breed true. Breeding true means that the offspring almost always will look like the parents. For instance, the Hereford breed of cattle is characterized by being brownish red with a white face and white underline. If a male and female Hereford are mated, offspring are expected to be red and have the characteristic white face and white underline.
Okay, so underline in this case for our chapter is the underline would be down here. Okay? The underline would be down there. Okay. So a breed would be a group of animals with two things in common, their ancestry and then also the characteristics about them. Does this mean that they're going to look exactly alike if you take a Hereford and breed it to a Hereford? Not exactly, but they should be for the most part. That is a purebred animal. Breeding true means that you are going to mate two animals of the same breed. So for instance, we could take we'll look at some different classifications here. This is an example of a blue roan horse. There's also a red roan horse.
Really?
Yes. If you took a blue roan and a red roan and bred them together, what would you get?
Purple.
I really don't know. Maddie, help us out. What do you got? Any ideas?
Can I look it up?
Oh, King's on here.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue roan and a red roan. Tommy, what do you get? Horse.
Blue.
Red.
You think of more of a blue?
It's darker pigment. I bet it's more.
More of a dominant color?
Oh, geez, make sure there's an S in there.
Yeah. Better make
It
sure there's
just
an.
looks great.
What does it say? Gray roan? I don't really know.
Yeah, they look gray.
Blue roan.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
They just
They're
are kind
pretty
of
old
blackish
and mid.
grayish colors, and they look.
So that would not be a purebred. But if you took a red roan and bred to a red roan, you'd get a red roan. If you took a purebred Hereford like this, but this one is not polled, and you bred it to a purebred Hereford, you'd probably get a
What if the other one was pulled?
purebred Hereford. Okay.
What would happen?
What would happen if you took a purebred Hereford, okay, that's not polled, you bred it to a, now these are two males, so you couldn't take them, but if you had a cow, polled Hereford, what would you get? What would your offspring be, genetically?
Pulled.
Pulled. I would assume some would probably be horned, some would probably be polled as well. It kind of just depends on that whole process of
They would have twins, and they both
the dominant. What is a genetic term I'm thinking of?
fungicide.
No, genes. I'm thinking of genes. Independent assortment. Law of independent assortment. That's what I'm thinking of. Thank
Do you
you.
drink fungicide?
All right.
That's
Next thing here, selective breeding. We've already talked about this as well. We've actually hit on this,
Do you
but
drink Logic?
people raise animals for different purposes. Okay. Each farmer's going to have their characteristics of animals that they want to stick to. Maybe some farmers like their cattle with a little bit shorter build. So they're going to select animals that have a shorter build. Maybe some farmers like them to be a little taller. They're going to have them a little bit taller. And then it all comes then down to what you're going to do with those animals. Well, you're probably going to breed them. So you're going to keep those with the desired traits and then get rid of and sell or slaughter the other ones and eat them. So that is selective breeding. Simply that you are selecting for the characteristics that you want. So in this case, the Angus. What did we say yesterday was a quality of that Angus breed?
Extra neck.
Okay, no.
Never mind.
But it could be. Maybe you like cows with really long necks because you want to make giraffe cows.
Yeah.
That's a trait you like. What were Angus cows known for?
Black.
Their meat quality,
Hey,
right?
what was the thing in the parentheses?
Oh, sorry. Selective breeding. So you want to make sure that you have Angus cows that, they're known for meat quality, But maybe you want to select Angus cow that also was a really good mom. So you know that those mothering instincts hopefully could be passed on generation to generation. That Belgian blue cow we talked about yesterday was selectively bred over the years, and they just kept the cows with that muscling. And now we get to purebred animals, which are just simply ones that genetically have the same ancestor of one breed. Okay? These are purebred animals. I think that's kind of genetically they're the same, they have not been crossbred, and that's a purebred. I think we get that. Now, within these purebreds, there are associations. It says animals whose ancestors are of only one breed are referred to as purebreds. Breed associations have been developed to promote certain breeds of animals. These associations usually set the standard for animals that are allowed to be registered as a purebred animal of that particular breed. If breed associations did not set standards for their animals, the breed might disappear within a few years because of crossing. For example, the American Duroc Association specifies that for animals to be registered as a Duroc, the animal must be red in color with no white on the body. By allowing only a certain type of animals to be registered as a purebred, the breed association is assured that the characteristics that are designated to that animal will be of the certain breed and will always continue. So what we are going to do, I got a couple examples up here. For pigs, I can help you out, but you're going to decide on a certain species and then a breed that you're going to look at. But that's what the breed associations do. Oh, yeah, sorry. I got a couple examples of some possible breed associations you are going to work with. So what you're going to do, I gave everybody 2 pieces of paper and then 2 envelopes. All right? I know a lot of our stuff is digital now, and we may get it back. We'll look on our website, blah, blah, blah. But what I want us to do, and this could be for a dog, a cat, a whatever association, I don't care. You're going to choose 2 associations, and you are going to write letters to them.
Oh, what?
And if you look on page,
How you mean?
turn to page 31. Turn to page 31.
31.
This says, student learning activities. Write to, I'm going to just say 2. Write to 2 breed associations and ask for information on the disqualification of animals for those breeds. Compare the requirements to the different associations, and then as a class project, try to determine which breed associations are most restrictive about their qualifications. Yes, I know some of them you can find information on the website, but I like this because you might get some cool things given back. Like the Angus Association gives us cool pictures, and hopefully we can get some information back on some of the other. So like maybe you're going to do Dalmatian Association for dogs.
I know for cats.
Maybe, yes. I'm going to let you choose whatever species of animal that you kind of want to do. I've had anywhere from somebody do a beefalo,
A what? Remy.
Beefalo.
different breed of cow. It'd be a beef animal and then a buffalo bred together to make a beefalo breed of cow.
There's an option in the game where you can kill beefalo.
What about pandas?
There you go, Brett.
You can I don't think you register pandas though. That's what you got to be careful of.
Ah.
So,
What about pandas?
for instance, American Quarter Horse Association has given us some cool stuff in the past. Buckskin Horse Association, Paint Horse Association, Pinto Horse Association,
Iowa.
the Iowa Buckskin. I try to look for more of a national one, but there could be some state
Jacob
ones.
sheep. Those things are
Jacob Sheep, United Southern Sheep Association. Yeah.
You know, Miss Laufenberg has Jacob sheep.
Yes, I think I did know that. Southdown Sheep, American Hereford Association,
Abbott.
American Brahmin Association, Angus Association, Watusi, it's a type of cow. Okay, National Swine Registry is going to have, if you want to do any pigs, they're going to have the Duroc, Hampshire, Landrace, and Yorkshire. And then the CPS would be Poland, China, Chester, White, Spotted. You could look up any associations, okay? So what I want you to do right now for the next,
May I use line paper instead of the paper you gave us?
if you have your own line paper, fine, then I can take your white stuff back, that's fine.
I folded it in half, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Okay, does everybody though, do I need to go over how to address an envelope with people? Okay?
No.
Because last year we kind of had a mess. Now, with your envelope here, you are going to write in this part here. I don't want you to write Jacob Sheep Association.
Why not?
Cause
That's not how you
Stop
do
it.
it
it.
goes in
In
the
the
middle
middle.
part here.
Don't think we're in first grade.
Haven't
Okay.
you ever wrote
Yes.
Really, Jeremiah?
So-
You're not.
You write the name of the association and then the address below it. If you have questions about how to address an envelope, let me know. But what I want you to do for the next, we'll give you 30 minutes here. I want you to handwrite this out. I don't want you to type it. I want you to handwrite it out. So you got to be legible though.
Are we actually sending it?
We are sending it to them, yes.
What is
So,
their reply?
okay. So what do I need to write on these letters? Well, write about how you are in this animal science class, and you can say something about how
I haven't done.
you're really interested in maybe some of the different requirements you have for your
Is there
breed
somebody
of
one?
for the different breed of horse or cow or whatever. You would like some information on it, or any other pictures or any sort of information that can help you with that. Because some of them, what we'll get back is, look at our website, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know that you can look there, but there's something about a handwritten letter that can
What if
get
they
you some
send us
good
money?
pictures. We want some, what? They're not going to send you money, no. But it'll be interesting to see, maybe you'll get a hat.
So
Add
what
the mail or
exactly is
something.
the point of the letter?
The point of the
Can I
letter,
ask for
since
a-
we've talked about, so you can talk about, we've talked about classification, we've talked about how animals can be classified. So for your breed association,
Cat.
what are some of the physical characteristics that you look for that you can actually register
White.
this certain cat?
So
Okay,
is that
or-
what I'm asking them?
You're asking them for information.
So should I be
Okay?
like, hey, my name's Brianna and
Yes.
I love cats.
Yes. And then you say, I'm really interested in this breed of cats, and I'd really like to know what are some certain qualifications that you look for when registering cats. Now, if you need to, look on page 31, and it's the third one down there. It says, and ask for information on the disqualification of animals for those breeds. Or just ask for general information about the breed,
So do I
too.
put like dear TSCA?
Yes, if
How
that's
long
what
does
you
it have
know.
to be?
Or should she write
What?
it on the
How long
internet?
does it have to be?
Oh, just a little paragraph. You know, like,
I can do that.
right?
Like half a page?
Yeah, right. Dear whoever, just about a little bit
Why would you give
paragraph.
us this one? Good.
If you want line paper, fine. I just gave you plain paper.
Yeah.
Do you want line paper? Yeah, do you have line paper? Okay. Yes.
Hey, Colton, you wanna come back here with me and help me?
What?
I know what I want to
Mary,
do.
can you have
No, we're not typing, I mean, right?
You don't. You can't. Are they multiple?
What are we doing?
What car are they
State
gonna
ones.
Yeah.
I would use the big
I'm
one.
good, America,
So what are you gonna do there? Go to that top.
How do we know what to say?
North America
Are you
Police
really?
Workshop.
You better not. You better not.
Fine,
Get
I'll
it,
do
girl?
No, I want to do.
What do I need to do to call
Big
someone
blue
out?
ones.
First of all, you
Okay.
police training.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I would do then is, oh, for contact information. Yes.
I said, hey, can you give me some information?
So
on this
then
dog?
for contact information,
I don't know.
go on the website and then you'll be able to find the. Yeah. So that's a breed of dog.
Mr. Dukes, how do we get their address?
Oh, really? Hopefully that contact us will give us a address, or scroll down. The address is sometimes at the
Are we
bottom.
like picking them, or just can everyone like get the same, or are we? What's the,
You can do whichever one you want to write to. Now, I would recommend though that we try not to send to too many places the same.
I say we all kind of.
I'm
Unless
good.
you like, because I don't want like 18 of us to send to American Angus Association.
Come in.
Can I do the Belgian?
What do you want?
Yes, that's great.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I'll
Because then,
come too.
Tony, sit down.
They wanted me.
Colton.
They what?
Yeah.
He's like, what?
Tommy.
I was trying to keep him here.
They wanted
Sit
to.
down.
They said my name too.
See if there's an address somewhere.
Here.
My CPS swine is blocked.
Well, hey, at least it's not. That's not
And if not, then maybe go to a state one or something.
bypass.
Tommy, sit down and get to work. If you have
What's everybody doing?
My CPS
Mr. Dix, well, how do I get their email?
no,
address?
go to
Wait, not email.
certified pedigreed swine. Take Google search that.
What's everyone doing? I don't want.
Yeah, where's your marker?
I'm doing the Hereford.
Association.
Okay, I want to do that one.
I'm
Is
doing
that
the
the one you
International
Yeah, the
Cat
CPS.
Click on it
Association.
again.
Want to do that one either.
You
They
can
come
do the.
Stupid. Here, I'll put it. I'll.
Is there a Longhorn Association?
Patrick,
Yeah, I
do
bet
the-
there is. Look it up.
Do the world's Watusi.
Hey, Mr. Dux.
This thing is